Welcome back, Jackson Wilkie with the Living in Portland, Oregon team. We are going to be discussing everything you need to know about Beaverton, Oregon today. If you've been thinking about moving to that area, or you might need to put it on your radar if you're not. So, number one, what we're going to do, we're going to discuss the entire area with a map tour. So, number one is a full map tour. You have to understand the different sides of Beaverton. One road can separate you from really great schools or not great schools, so you really need to know these different areas, especially when you're looking at the home prices online. Number two, we will discuss the pros and cons of living in Beaverton, Oregon. Three, I will actually bring up the map of what's going on for sale in the Beaverton area. There's a lot of new pockets with new construction. I'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of that, plus what is around you, things to do. That's the one big draw of Beaverton, is just great schools, great area, and there's a lot to do, but sometimes you can be far away from that. So what we got to do, we got to bring up the old map right here. I have it a little too zoomed in. This is Beaverton right here. You can see that it's just west of Portland. It's going to be south of 26. This runs you out to the coast, and then you have the 99, which is going to take you to Tigard, Sherwood, all that area. So it's a big chunk right in here. Now, as you can see, you've got Aloha and here's Hillsboro. So the west side of Portland is really a hotbed for relocation. It's where a lot of our clients are kind of focusing their efforts, and Beaverton is something that you guys bring up, and it's the number 3 search term on our YouTube channel. So I understand that there's a lot of attention there, but there's also a lot of confusion. As you can see right here, the Beaverton city is right there. There's not a lot of living in this area. I've said that in a few different videos. It's really kind of that older style living. What I mean is like the 70s home, split level. The people that are moving here are typically heading to the south Beaverton area, almost to the Tigard cutoff line, which is right here. And that's what we're really going to focus on today. But I do want to mention, just everything that's going on downtown. The downtown scene right here in Beaverton isn't that hot. There's really nothing going on down there. A couple shops. The Beaverton substation's down there, which is the goat sandwich of all time. But you got the BG Food Cartel, and it's not until you get up here to kind of the Cedar Hills area where you have everything brand new, even in just the past 5 to 6 years. And let me give you a secret right now. Are you a Goodwill shopper out there? I love me a good deal, and my wife loves it too. There is a Goodwill right in this area, and the one thing about it is it's right next to Nike, Adidas. So there is racks and racks of brand new Nike clothes with the tags on them. You got to go check it out. Maybe I just gave away everybody's secret. But for the most part, Cedar Hill, Cedar Mill, these are going to be two of your more popular areas. It's more of the locals like these areas because they know, Sunset High School's up here, which is a really, coveted high school. It does get more expensive, but you have just everything to do. And the good part is you're right on the 26th. So getting to downtown is quick and easy. But again, the majority of people, what we're going to do is focus a little bit more on the south end. So you do have the 217 right here. This is going to, get you into Shoals Ferry Road right here. So Shoals Ferry is this major road that comes right through here, and that separates, and this is important, Tigard to Beaverton. There is some areas, if you come just south of Barrows in here, you will be in the Beaverton district, but you're going to have a Tigard address. But, once you start getting up in here to the Bull Mountain, you're going to start going to Tualatin. I personally believe if you're coming here and you're in the sports realm, like your kids are all into sports, I think the Tigard youth sports are way better than Beaverton. Beaverton's like a mess. Some of your football games, soccer games, they're just like all over the place. Tigard's like right downtown at the football field at the high school. So that's one thing I'll say. Now, we are the original Living in Portland, Oregon team, helping over 200 clients move and relocate here. We got it down. Take a second and write this number and this email down. You will schedule your own private one-on-one consultation with our team so that we can get to know you and help you find the perfect spot when you're moving to the Portland Metro. So go ahead and copy that down, and we'll talk to you soon. Now, back to the vid. Most people moving here look at Beaverton first. Tigard, again, to the locals, is probably higher ranked, higher regarded, but right here, you're going to see this right here. I want you guys to kind of take a couple mental notes of the Cooper Mountain, neighbors southwest. That's what it says on the map, South Beaverton. This is one of kind of the hottest areas right in here. That's going to be now all resale. And since this broke out and became so popular because they built the brand new high school right here, which is Mountainside, which this thing is ridiculously nice. I mean, this is better than most college campuses it sparked all of the new construction. So as you can see here, just across the road, this is where things are booming. Everything was able to expand during the urban growth boundary. That's one thing you have to know about Portland is you can't just sprawl out. And you've got this whole area here with new construction. So that is the newest, hottest pocket is going to be, if you look at Mountainside High School, put that on your radar, and it's going to be just about everything that's surrounding it. So straight out to the west right here, and then straight south. So this is Roy Rogers Road. And as you can see, guys, I mean, just look how pretty it is. And yes, you have wineries right here. You know, every winter you come right here and there's Christmas tree cutting farms. You go out a little bit, I mean, pumpkin patches. It's crazy how pretty, and it's agricultural, and it's just farms. You got the Tualatin River carving right through here. Yet you've got, you know, brand new nice, communities, a million things to do, and all this new construction. And you've got this is that road I was just talking about, Roy Rogers. What it does is it takes you straight down into Sherwood, and the new Sherwood High School is right down here as well. So you've got two of the newest high schools in the state of Oregon, and the largest one is in Sherwood right here. Crazy, crazy high school. But I want to just show you real quick on the map before I get back to the normal road view. A lot of this is not even keeping up with it, but you have Roy Rogers. This is all getting developed. So if we look right here on Zillow, here's that come on, baby. Here's that Roy Rogers Road. We were just looking, and you can see right here, just pockets and pockets and pockets of new construction homes. And up this way, this is where your Mountainside High School is going to be. And again, here's all your new homes right here. So, you know, selling 20 homes. There's a lot going on in here. We've sold, you know, we've helped 50 plus clients move to this Beaverton area. And the reason is, you know, when you talk about pros and cons is, you know, the prices are really starting to get up there. You know, $800,000, it is a big, big, beautiful home. But, you know, it's just, it's a 4-bedroom home. So you can get in, the good thing is they're building, you know, some townhouse type stuff to bring that budget down a little bit. But as what you see is a lot of people start with kind of that smaller townhome, the Beaverton, you know, just like I did. And then you progress, you know, you build the equity up because this place is just flying off the hook. So the con is really that it's starting to get so expensive. But the pro to that is, you know, people are moving into these areas, and in just, you know, 1, 2, 3 years, they have massive, massive equity to where they can sell that and go get into one of these bigger homes, and then they just keep accruing that. So, you know, this area is just, it's not going to slow down. It has the nicest schools, you know, and besides obviously the Lake Oswego's and stuff, but this is where it's just jam-packed with families and things to do. So now I want to just kind of talk about it as we break this down. Right here is the school. This is going to be Shoals Ferry and Barrows right here. This whole area right here is called Progress Ridge. I can't tell you how many dozens and dozens of times, you know, the family and I, the kids, we just walk down here, ride bikes. I'll be honest, I'm one of them dads. I let my kids just cruise their bikes down there. You will constantly see dozens and dozens of kids, you know, all of them, you know, from the schools, riding, going in here. There's candy shops, you know, there's movie theaters, there's Ace Hardware. I think one of the sleepiest, sneakiest grocery stores is New Seasons. You can go in here and they have some of the best food you'll ever find. They have like hundreds of different beers. They got wine, champagnes, and they will pop any bottle in there and give you a pour. So it's actually kind of a thing where you go in there and you'll start seeing a lot of people you know, and you hang out in the grocery store. You can grab whatever food, whatever drink, and the kids love it too, you know. So you kind of have all of that. And then right across the street you have Big Al. So this is where they can go wind down some energy, just hammer some buttons of some arcade games. You're gonna, you know, catch me hitting the pop shot. You know, have a brewski. Let your kids, you know, run off some energy. And again, it's easy for birthday parties and stuff. They are building another one down by the new construction again. So you get used to this. Here's Roy Rogers Road. All of that new construction. They're talking about building another basically Progress Ridge here. So in one area, you're gonna have just about, you know, everything you would ever need. You're completely self-sustained, and you've got Costco's really close, you know, one to the south, one to the north, and then you also have a Trader Joe's right in the middle. You know, these are two very, very popular things. Plus, you know, with the New Seasons style grocery stores, and you have normal ones too, but this is really where a lot of things are going. And again, if we pop up the Zillow, here's Progress Ridge so you can get your bearing straight. This Barrows, right? Shoals Ferry, it's just kind of like this little half loop here, and it's just out to the west is where you're going to start seeing a lot of these new homes. And again, if you stretch out to, you know, a little bit farther to the west, you get a little bit bigger bang for your buck. These are going to be a little bit bigger homes out this way, and there's a lot more, you know, starter ones. Even though you see the prices up in the 700-800s, but you're starting to see some, you know, here in the 500s and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm talking about there. And you'll see it's more of like the condo style house, townhouse style, but entry level, great homes that you're going to build a ton of equity really fast. Now, if you're looking to Beaverton, Oregon area and you're starting to notice some areas that have a little bit more of affordable homes, and yet, hey, it's just right next to Beaverton, what's going on with that? Let me just show you real quick so you have an understanding. Again, this is where we were just at, this whole South Beaverton, super hot area. It's just really, really, really blowing up as of late. And as you come up, you know, the 175th, you can see kind of the curves in the road. Again, you're going to go up over a big mountain, big hill right here. It's beautiful. There's a lot of hiking trails and stuff, as you can see here, Cooper Mountain Nature Park, where we go hiking a lot. And as you kind of drop in this way, you'll notice some of these prices a little bit more affordable, some older homes. This is because you're starting to get closer into the Aloha area. And you're just going to look online. We're not allowed to steer in any way, but you're doing all the research, especially on school districts. That's probably why you're seeing that. So the closer you get into Aloha, it's going to be more affordable. There is a lot of new homes and things going on in this area, but there's also a lot of older resale homes. It's just an area that was right in between, you know, Beaverton here and then Hillsboro. So Hillsboro is just exploding. That's where a lot of the new construction is, and we've helped a lot of clients. If you zoom this out, you've got, you know, Beaverton's right in here. The farther you go out to the west, and especially, I mean, into Grove, this is where you start stretching your budget. This is called the Silicon Forest. You know, there's a lot of tech companies coming out this way to Hillsboro, to the west of Hillsboro, because of the affordability. But you have all the talent there because you have, you know, Intel's, Nike. So there's, you know, a lot of high-end client or employees out that way that they can, you know, recruit from. Now, if you're looking for more of like the can't miss, really, really nice area for your family, a lot of people, you're going to go, it's called Bull Mountain. Again, this is going to be up high, up in the mountains there. You're going to have just sick views. It's crazy the views you get from up here. It's really that true Northwest living. You can look some of these views, you know, you can look as far west as you can see. And then you can see across over to the Cooper Mountains. So this big mountain range and this big mountain range, you're kind of in a valley down in here. So you get incredible views. The big con to living up Bull Mountain, a lot of times you got to find, if you got kiddos especially, it's really steep hills. So a lot of your driveways and stuff will be steep and makes it a little bit more difficult for the kiddos to play. But this whole, you know, area just to the south of Barrows, this kind of starts heading up into the mountains, and homes are going to be more expensive as you cruise up into here. Big, beautiful homes. You know, you got 1.4 for it's a 5-bed. It's a 4,500 square foot house. Just gorgeous. I mean, this is a really pretty home, but you're going to notice the farther you come up Bull Mountain area here, again, you're going to be in the tigered zone, but you're going to just spend a little bit more money, but can't miss. Again, this is going to be really a lot of your families, or even kind of first-time home buyers who don't have the kids yet, and again, they just want like a really good area where they can build a ton of equity and then maybe move up, get a little bigger. That's where you're going to be looking. To talk about a couple other pros and cons, I'm not going to bring up weather or anything like that. That's just a general Northwest thing. But, you know, a lot of these areas that I was showing on the map, especially in that South Beaverton area and all the new construction, it can be the traffic, you know. You have Murray Street, which goes up to the north, 175th. These, you know, when we moved here just 5-6 years ago, you could cruise up those, and now it feels like, you know, you're waiting 10, 20, 30 minutes sometimes on those roads. So there is so much new construction out this way, and so many people coming out because of those really nice schools and affordability, that it's really caused a lot of congestion. So make sure that, you know, when you're reaching out to us, you explain where your work is. Because if it's, you know, 10, 15 miles or over on the east side of Portland, that's going to take you forever just to get to a freeway. And then, you know, the 217 and the 26, you got to realize these highways, these freeways are carving around, you know, mountains and rivers. They don't have a lot of room to expand, and the traffic can really eat you up. I would say the biggest pro is that, you know, once you're into the Beaverton area, especially with the kiddos, like there's just really endless things to do. Whether you're gonna go up to the Cedar Hills area and all of the big, you know, shops, restaurant, dining, and fun arcade places up there, or down to the Progress Ridge and the new ones that are gonna be built. There's parks about every quarter mile you can walk. There's sidewalks on both sides of the street. It's just so easy to get around and to just be able to do something every day there. And since on this channel we are the #1 relocation team, we do all the videos. If you click this video right here, it is a full vlog tour showing you everything I just showed you on the map. So go watch that right there.